Okay, we are recording, just so everybody knows.
Nobody believes you, Tom.
Where'd Nick go?
And I figured if it gets super duper rainy, we can play some cards. I brought a deck of cards. I just want to be clear that you're not in the intro because I didn't know you were doing the podcast.
No problem.
And I
just a fly
almost
on the
put you
wall.
in the intro not knowing that you were going to be here.
Just a fly on the wall.
I like that. With the raindrops coming down again.
Yeah.
Maybe that Debbie Downer wasn't lying.
I really kind of hope she is.
Me too.
I told my mom that dude was here, and she said that makes sense. It's a good place for him to be, and I put for him to be.
You are a fucking
You're a tool.
Classic.
Classic.
I hate your sense of humor.
Yeah. Did you record that?
Yes.
That's perfect. You need to clip that.
I absolutely hate it.
She said I was clever. Fuck you, Tom. My mom likes it.
I've seen your mouth face the man.
That's Brenda.
What?
That's Brenda.
Oh,
She's in charge of traffic.
What just happened?
Like, did you smoke a bone before you came here today?
She did a lot of that honey, dude.
I just did.
Hey,
a
it's
lot
time
of
to
that,
wake up.
honey.
It's Monday.
You wake up at 9 in the morning?
No, 8:50.
Bro, I'm like halfway across the world and conquering demons and fighting off dragons at this point.
Do you know what's crazy too? We get out of work at the same time.
You're
Yeah.
a piece of shit. What you get at? What time?
5 o'clock.
Okay.
I also work till like 2 or 3 in the morning almost every day, Pat.
Whoa,
That's true. That's true. You do
We're
that.
talking about your normal job, not your business.
You're talking about the 9 to 5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Why? Why is that what we're talking about?
You ready?
Because it turns out there's fucking 2 of them.
Facts. All right. Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to the Number 9 with Tommy podcast, live from the Goshen Fair. I'm intoxicated by the smell of the open air. Just kidding, I'm shitting in a very clean stall. The turd resulting from all of this fair food is the most obscene thing I've seen this fall. Tommy deleted even more of our content yesterday, so don't forget to break his balls. If he calls me anytime in the next 5 days, I won't even take his calls. It's not really his fault that we lost a few recordings and that it was the best 3 interviews without anything that was boring. I blame the aliens, the government, and that wretched Helen Keller. It's like when I told her to stop teaching Tommy how to set up the gear, she retained nothing I tried to tell her. Anyway, it's day 3 at the Goshen Fair. I just flushed that turd. You should not go in there. And back with me as always is the skin top who just picked up a spare at the chin shop. Tommy fucking Washington. What's been up, man? How are you?
That was a good one. Dude, does this guy look like Aaron Rodgers or what? That's like the retired Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, that's half of Aaron Rodgers.
For those of you who do not know by looking or know by hearing, Nick, the owner and famous provider of Second Armament Apparel, is with us very early this morning on the podcast. We're trying to sneak one in before the fair starts. There are
2?
There are multiple police officers discussing things.
We sold this kid a gun hat.
We stole him a gun hat.
We sold his son a gun hat.
Nice.
Nice.
It's like the first time we let him walk around.
Sorry. I got caught off guard by that.
When I'm in uniform, when he comes up
Good times. Good
Why
times.
flip that inside out? This one was okay, but the other one, I know it's legal now.
So
Awesome.
anyway, Nick, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for being on. It's been a great couple of days.
It's been interesting.
I have been very upset with myself. Pat's not lying when he says that the 3 best interviews we had, I fucking deleted.
It happens, man. The good thing
Well,
is
it's not
that
that
we
I
have
deleted
75 more.
It's not that I deleted them. We didn't even record them.
The worst part, it's not even the 3 that he deleted or didn't record. It's that the third of the 3, we caught it, started over, and he did it a second time.
Yes.
So it's really 4 interviews. One of them was back to back with another one.
Yeah.
I actually saw that happen last night, and I was like, he was like, yeah, I think we got about 5 minutes, and he was like, get in.
Yeah, it was.
We got 0 minutes.
No, so we got the first 10 minutes of Jake's interview, which has some good stuff in there, so that'll be all right. But
Yeah.
the meat and potatoes of that stuff was in the middle of it when it wasn't recording. And
Yeah.
I had a great time interviewing Jake. Jake, you guys will hear, he's from the USCCA. They sponsor Nick. And if you don't know what the USCCA is, the United States Concealed Carry Association. Bam, nailed it again.
Nailed
So
it.
Fucking smart. He's Nick's rep, so we interviewed him, and he was not speaking on behalf of the USCCA. He was just here as a friend,
He was just being Jake.
and he is fucking hilarious.
Jake is off the walls.
He's not from State Farm.
No, he is not from State Farm.
He
And
didn't even rock khakis.
yeah, or a red shirt.
We need to get him a red shirt.
I think it'd be hilarious.
One of us makes
Yeah.
shirts professionally.
Dude, if you make him a red polo and
Oh my
stamp
god, can you
State Farm
get
on
State Farm on it?
I got you.
And Jake, why not?
Hundo P.
it, oh, dude, it'd be so fucking funny.
Hundo P.
That's
I'm buying a State Farm
Next fair,
shirt.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you get a shirt for his friend too? I don't know what that one's gonna be yet, but we'll come up with something.
Cat fucker.
Oh
my God.
my god. We need a cat ass. You know, like cat's just like
Yeah.
showing his ass like
Yeah.
a cat does. And then just like arched above it, cat fucker.
So he was wearing a fuck hamster shirt yesterday.
Yeah.
And and you could only see the CA, right? So I was like, does this say fuck cats?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, Cancer was the name of the cat.
Oh my god. Dude, that's so.
Yeah, I had it all not
How does he
recorded.
even come up with that
All
so
of this
quickly?
was really
He's-
funny. You guys would have loved it if Tom was
Uh,
recording.
Oh
Tom-
man.
That kid Tom is super
Shy?
he's super shy, but he's super quick-witted.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
very much.
him and Jake play off each other fantastically.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Yeah, they're really funny together. So we had a good time interviewing them. Too bad you guys won't see any of the real good stuff. But there was some. You know that Jake doesn't like butter on his popcorn?
Only salt. Heavy salt.
Heavy salt, like burn your lips salt.
His
So
words.
I'm friends with a communist, is what you're telling me.
Kinda.
He does
Yeah.
get chocolates now, however, and put them on there, and put it on the popcorn so it melts.
He
on top.
melts chocolate.
Movie theater chocolate. Not like Hershey's Squirts.
like
which is
like you get
also
some
not
sort of
chocolate.
candy that's gonna melt into the
You know what
popcorn.
his example
Wow.
was? Now, if you think of chocolate candy, there are a couple that should come to mind pretty quickly. For example,
Sure.
Hershey's.
Yeah.
Hershey's immediately like, oh, it's just chocolate.
Yeah.
Even Hershey's with almonds is basically just chocolate with almonds.
Yeah.
His example was cookie dough bites.
That is not chocolate. That is not.
So anyways, we're
That's
gonna
actually in the name.
Yeah.
we're gonna re-interview him at the next fair. This time we're gonna go ahead and hit that red circle.
Yeah.
And go from there.
It's like a circle.
Yeah.
Never ending.
I'll tell you what is ending. Is the recording.
Well, it never really starts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem.
Oh man.
So what happened with that first one? My phone was pretty. So we did an interview yesterday afternoon when it was downpouring, and he was a nice kid, 18 years old, decent views. You know what I mean? But not. I don't think he knows how to portray his views the right way. So I helped him along to
Yeah.
make him sound
I
a
mean,
little
I
bit
go
better.
the exact opposite way when that happens. When somebody says something and we both know exactly what the fuck they mean, but it's coming out wrong,
Right.
I just want to lay them out. Like, ah, so this is what you said, so this is what you meant?
Yeah.
You're like, no. And Tommy's like, I think what you're saying is...
Yeah, I try and help him because I know what it's like to not have something come out the right way and sound completely like you're a piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not about I understand how that feels because I also have a hard time sometimes expressing how I actually feel about something.
I have a hard time just talking sometimes. I've just been like mush mouthing the whole thing this weekend. Yeah.
Well, given we're running on very little sleep,
Yeah.
long days, very little sleep.
Yeah. Sponsored by Red Bull.
Hashtag free ad.
Yeah.
Hashtag no free ads.
Sponsored by
Hashtag-
Bars Honey Farm.
Gonna die soon.
Right in
local
Goshen.
to Torrington, Connecticut. Oh my god, that's in Goshen?
Yeah.
That must be just over the line. Huh?
Yeah. No. Well, actually, they're in Torrington. It's
Oh, there's more than
might be on
one.
the Litchfield line. I think they bottle it in Goshen.
I'll tell you what, it's good stuff. Go get yourself. This is apparently an energy shot. Tommy and Nick each did one, and they said it was amazing.
It was delicious.
It was very good. This is a true story. I told you this, and maybe you thought I was joking. When I was a kid, and I may have done this within the last 6 months, I take honey out of the cabinet.
When I was a kid,
pour it
and
in.
I may have done it within the last 6 months.
I just take honey out of the cabinet and just squirt it right in my mouth.
It's
fucking
delicious.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
There's a
there's
reason
that.
why I'm so fat.
Why?
In case I didn't mention this on the other episode, Nick's mom is here, and she offered
Brenda.
she offered me thin Oreos, which, guys, did you guys know that they make thin Oreos? No, because the only real Oreos are double stuff. But she said, "Here, I brought snacks, and you need to go on a diet."
It's kind of fucked up that they make thin Oreos that she can do that to you.
Tom tried to convince me.
I blame it on the Oreo maker.
He wanted to convince me to go over to the deep fried Oreo vendor and tell that guy, I'm going to send you a woman who's going to ask if these are double stuffed, and your answer has to be, there's another kind? Just to fuck with Brenda.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been fucking with Brenda pretty hard about
They were not
Oreos.
double stuffed.
No, they were not.
I ate all of them. They're not double stuffed.
No.
Check
Well,
each one.
and-
I checked every one of them.
So everybody knows what a big Oreo fan I am, and you and I had this conversation
Yeah.
yesterday.
If they haven't
Um,
heard the stories, they've seen the results.
Yes.
Pleasurable.
Yes. I'm built for comfort, not for speed. I don't like fried Oreos.
Yeah, that's so odd to me. I don't understand how that happens.
Wait, what?
You-
Really?
Like, yeah, he's
Like,
literally about to go get apple fritter crisp stuff with ice cream and Oreos stuffed in it and like sausage
Are
on
they
the
double
side.
stuffed?
Like, and
Are
he's
they
like,
double
no, I
stuffed?
don't want a fried Oreo. Like, what?
You don't,
So I feel like they always disappoint, and I think part of it may be because they're not double stuffed. That's one, but two, the consistency isn't. It's not.
They're not crunchy. That's for sure.
They're not crunchy, which I like. So this is Nick. You don't know this about me yet, so I'll tell you. I told you about how I used to buy the family size packs of Oreos, double
Yeah.
stuffed, and I would eat a sleeve a night, right?
every night.
Every night.
Every night with a glass of milk, and I dunked them
There's
in the
Right
milk.
rent
after he
money
had-
and there's
he
Oreo
had
money.
Dinner, he had snack, and then he went to bed and had a row of Oreos.
Yes. And I hold them in the milk until they get just to the right soft,
Okay.
and I throw them in my mouth. And
This is
they
a count
melt.
that he does.
Yeah.
2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Washington.
It's 12 seconds.
That is a
Real
long
seconds?
dunk.
Yeah,
Or like you count to 12.
12 seconds.
Why don't you just
So-
dump the milk all over them and eat them with a spoon?
Now, can I ask this? When you dunk an Oreo, do you just put it in halfway, or do you put your fingers right in the
I get
milk?
my finger right to the top of the milk.
So you're missing some of that Oreo.
Just a
So
little
you
bit.
got some crunch and some moist in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just enough crunch because
Yeah.
it's just a little bit on
Yeah.
the edge, but then it just melts in your mouth. It's
Yeah.
truly amazing.
That always drove me crazy. Because if you only dunk half the Oreo,
I
you got a
like
really
Oreos.
weird thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
but you get most of it, but you get that
Yeah.
crunch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I'm not gonna bite it. They're bite sized.
Right,
You
yeah.
throw them in your mouth.
Well,
Right.
I definitely don't. I chew them in half. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you actually could dunk half the Oreo.
yeah.
I mean, by-
Yeah.
by my math.
Yeah.
Speaking of communists. Anyway,
So Nick, how have you run into anything unexpected?
This weekend.
This is not your first rodeo, but it is your first Goshen fair.
So this is actually the first time that I've experienced torrential downpours during a fair. So I've only done 2 years worth of fairs so far, right? And so we've had a really hard time getting into a lot of fairs and events and stuff like that because of the nature of the things that we sell. And it's we're in a very liberal state, and it's hard to get in. So this year I applied to every single fair because I was like, I'll probably get into like 20% or something like that,
Right.
And I know a couple more people now, and we've had really good experiences. I applied to every fair, and then every single one of them was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, oh no.
This is so bad.
you know what
no.
it is though. It's because you're doing with the number 9 with the Tommy podcast.
Yeah, realistically,
And they knew
yeah.
what was up.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
gonna be here conducting interviews, having a good time.
Yeah,
helps
and they
when
were
you're
like, if they
going-
screw up and we have to chase them down, they're not going to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, they
it's-
can't run physically.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. One of them has that awful tree stump for a leg.
Hey man, I gotta say, yesterday, so Saturday I was here with Nick in the morning. I literally stood all day long.
All day.
And I haven't done that in a very long time. And it's not like if I'm standing and walking,
Yeah.
not a problem.
No, this is standing.
Yeah, so I was in the same spot. So Saturday night when we left, my ankle was bothering me a lot. Yesterday I got here, I couldn't walk, and then magically the heavens above opened up, and I'm feeling great.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
I did a little juke move on Brenda yesterday because she was super concerned for me when I got here and I was limping.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why are you limping?" And I'm like, "Because I'm fat, Brenda." And that's when she gave me the Oreos.
Yeah.
It's all exactly how it went.
Yeah.
But yeah, feeling it's still a little sore. But
Realistically, like if you were as tired as we are today, and in pain, I don't think. I think we'd just put you out of your misery, to be honest.
yeah,
Because
you'd be
I
on
don't.
the tent.
Listen, Nick, I went through this for 3 months, man.
Yeah,
And
but like
every day
ugh.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's got to be similar. Like, not many of us can imagine what that feels like, except for Erica, who married you.
Yeah,
She
It's so
probably,
painful.
even when you're healthy, feels
5 years.
the same way.
5 years. She's
I
been
got
going
you.
through this. We've been together for 5
Nick,
years.
you said that torrential downpours were an unexpected twist in the fair. To let anybody listening know, your response to torrential downpours was, and I'm not going to say where these came from. I don't want to talk about where the ducks randomly appeared from.
What are you talking about? Tell him. Nick tells-
No,
Yeah, right.
It's-
That's a
we
secret.
don't talk about it.
Ancient
Like Fight
Chinese
Club.
secret.
Like I said.
It's like a circle.
I wasn't going to say what you do with them.
Okay,
No?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds
so
great.
Nick has a huge bag of rubber duckies.
Mini rubber duckies.
All
Because he
different
sells a Get Duck
designs.
hoodie.
Right.
Yeah. As a Jeep owner, Jeep owners are weird. If you're a Jeep owner, you understand what the duck thing is. So Nick's always prepared to get ducked or to duck the person that he sees.
Right.
So it starts pouring, and there are two rivers.
Literal
in
rivers.
between the row of tents that we're in and the row of tents across from us. There's a river on either end, and Nick grabs a basket full, roughly, of ducks, and we start duck racing ducks down the rivers. That was your response to the unexpected twist of torrential
So
downpours.
I will actually twist this a little bit. So I was having a minor meltdown in our product tent. So we have a 20-foot tent, right? And you know, the podcast is taking up a third of it. We're taking up the other 2/3, and we had nowhere to put product. So we made an entire other 10-foot tent behind the tent, and that's where all of our overstock is. And bless you.
I was gonna do that.
And that tent was literally going to cave in. I don't know if you guys came back there, but I was fucking losing my mind.
I saw you
grab
You
our...
were tucking the tent under the trays to hold the tent tight.
Yeah.
So I just kind of started moving stuff with you.
That absolutely helped 100% to make sure that stuff was
Right.
tied down. But we were stacking stuff up in corners
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was raining so hard that by the time we knocked the water out of one side of the tent and went to the other side, the one that we just knocked out was already full.
Well,
Nice.
actually, so
And
a tent across from us got ruined
It
yesterday.
collapsed, yeah.
It collapsed.
Sure
all the
did.
rain.
Still looks great.
So Fred came back, and he goes, "This is what it is. Why don't we just have a duck race?" And I was like, "Oh my God, Fred, we have fucking rubber ducks, dude. Give me all the rubber ducks." And I came out here, and you guys were doing an interview with somebody,
Yep.
and I was like, "I don't give a shit about your interview. Come race me with a duck, you
We tried
bitches."
so hard to end that interview quickly.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't recording anyways. We could have just
No,
stopped.
it was.
Right.
It was that kid who didn't plug in my phone.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Yeah, so we wound up racing the people across the street with the popcorn tent
Yep.
for a hat, and we
Yep.
got our asses kicked
Yep.
by 20 feet, I think.
Yeah. They're dog.
And that was, I mean, Miss Elizabeth cheated by throwing her duck.
So Jake from State
Jake
Farm
was
also
kicking a duck.
Yeah, no, he definitely cheated. He threw his duck in 15 feet after everyone else did. He is
Yeah.
a cheating scumbag.
Yeah.
And he still lost.
I chose a decoy duck.
because his
You know,
duck weighs
looks
weighs
like
as much as him.
Yeah.
it looked like one of the decoys you would put in a pond to keep other fowl away.
Yes.
What duck did you choose?
I had a blue duck with a number 2 on it. Kind of looked like Herbie the Love Bug, but opposite. You know?
Mrs. Lippy, the reason I drew my duck blue is because I've never seen a blue duck before.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. I'll just eat glue.
So, I mean...
Oh my God,
an
there's a
amazing-
mermaid. There's a mermaid at the fair. That's
awesome.
amazing.
There is a mermaid at the fair.
Yeah.
It's like a mertot.
A Murtaugh.
So I thought that was an awesome little response to the rain. I thought you handled it well, and then we went right back to business. It only rained
Yeah.
for like a year and a half.
Yeah, it was
No,
like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Of
and then
straight torrential downpours.
the rest of the night was pretty clear though. We had that little, and then
Timing
but by
wise, it
then
worked
the
out
fair
pretty
cleared
That was
up.
wild. So
Yeah, it
so
was crazy.
I've never even been at a fair when it torrential downpoured. Have you?
No.
No,
Right. So I don't go to fairs when it's gonna rain.
Right. Yeah. That
But
makes
it
no
was
sense.
packed here yesterday. I could not believe how busy it was yesterday.
People were just squeezing under the tent.
Yeah, so there's all these actual buildings around with animals and little vendors and stuff.
Yeah.
People just flooded into those buildings
Yeah.
as soon as the rain stopped. I mean, it became a drizzle, and people were like, "Oh, we're done with this," and they just flooded
poured
back out.
Yeah.
I mean, we raced twice with those rubber ducks, and the second race it kind of started to slow down.
Yeah,
And we were
right.
recording it, and there was so many people walking back. It looked like there was a full-blown fair going on.
Yeah.
It happened so quickly.
It was a good time.
Did you also notice? Shout out to the Goshen Fairgrounds, because did you notice how quickly those rivers were gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
they-
drainage
they
in this
killed it.
place was amazing.
Yeah, it drains right out.
It's
Did
like
you
such an
see-
odd thing to like notice, but
Did you notice the shirts that the guys that are cleaning up the garbage are wearing?
oh my god.
They say
Yeah,
garbologist.
garbologist.
Yeah. It's so good.
That is, so I mentioned that to one of the guys. I was like, "Your shirts are amazing," and he, without even flinching, like, didn't even straight face goes, "Yeah, dude, our boss is a garbologist, so we all made the same shirts." And I was like, "Dude, you guys really are just playing the part, man." Like,
That kid might be serious though.
I
because,
think-
because they're all,
Our
they're,
boss has a 4-year degree.
my
he went to college for garbology.
yeah.
Because most of them are probably volunteer kids or something like that.
They
yeah.
were literally, they were working straight through that torrential
Oh yeah, they
downpour.
didn't give a shit.
They all put plastic bags on, and they just started emptying trash cans. There was
they
no
were
people
probably
in.
relieved. They were like, "Oh my god, we can actually access everything."
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no people in the middle because it was absolutely unleashing hell,
Yeah, it was bad.
and they were
We
just
actually took
emptying
that opportunity
garbage
to go
bags.
get more food, obviously.
Right.
'cause,
Well, we
you know,
did
the
an
lines
interview.
died down.
We did an interview during that, and then we went and
Yeah.
got food because it's rough when it gets busy around here. Especially in the middle of the day. Like yesterday, I told you,
Oh yeah.
I was all jacked up, and I'm still walking past most of these people that run the fair.
Tommy's gangster lean, just
Yeah.
dragging his foot behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. At work, dude, like customers will be like, "Oh, you mean the fat guy with the limp?"
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh my
I'm
god.
not sure that we've ever told you this story. I had a guy come in one day, like fighting mad because something I told him was untrue, and he just keeps like driving his point. I'm like, I didn't say that. Like I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Whatever you're talking about, I never said. I wasn't there for that conversation. He's like, we just had this conversation yesterday, and I'm like, so here's the thing. I had yesterday off, and I bring the guy to Tommy, and I'm like, is that me? And he's like, oh.
so funny. True story. True story. That was when Pat and I worked in the same store.
Yeah.
So I'm totally off topic here.
On
is
brand,
fine.
off topic.
Yeah, but it's on topic for earlier. So you asked me if anything unexpected had happened.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to answer the question when you asked me that because they were still at the tent next to us. But the probably most unexpected thing that happened was just 20 minutes ago when the cops rolled over here in full uniform.
Yeah.
And the cops said, hey, I had to stop over at your tent because my kid came home yesterday wearing one of your hats. And it has a full-blown rifle on the front of it that says no tread. And he was like, you need to turn that fucking hat inside out.
Yeah.
Because I cannot be seen with you wearing that in full state police uniform.
I'm not sure why he wouldn't be able to be seen.
I don't know. I'm assuming there's probably some sort of,
Yeah,
you know,
some sort of clause or something. I'm sure.
You know.
About
some
your
sort of.
It wasn't your
children?
hat. It was his other son's hat. He showed up with a no tread hat.
oh,
The other kid showed up with a pot leaf all over his one of those rain hats. So he told him he had to turn it.
oh, I heard it completely wrong. So we were talking.
I thought the son had a hat with no tread
Me
and a
too.
shirt with pot on it. So it was
So-
two different kids.
Two different kids. His 14-year-old came home with a no tread, or back to him with a
Yeah.
no tread hat. His 12-year-old came back with one of those
Yeah.
duck hat like things with
Yeah.
pot leaves all over it.
and he told him he had to turn that inside.
So he was able to wear our hat.
Yes, but he wasn't able to wear the policy hat.
I'm giving that guy a hat. Did you get his name?
No, I didn't.
I'm giving that guy a hat.
Dude,
Said
that's
he'd be back though.
that's awesome. I-
Fantastic.
I'm actually
And-
really glad I told that story just now because I totally thought that he was like,
Were you super upset about it? I would have been super upset.
I was kind of like, really, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pot, even, I mean, that's legal, but I'm not sure.
Well, I think
cigarettes are legal too, but I don't want my kid rocking a Marlboro hat.
Right, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
unless you're collecting those Marlboro points. You know they still have those?
Do they really?
Yeah, dude.
I remember,
know-
dude, my
You should get a
dad
Marv
used to...
10.
Dude, I got.
We could get one for free if we just save up his
Where's
points.
Brenda? Let's keep scanning her. There's a guy at work who keeps there's an app for it now. You just scan your box.
Really?
Yep, and it tracks your points.
My dad used to buy Marbs by the box.
Like
so,
case?
Yeah.
like the case. And
Oh.
they used to come in the mail
Oh, and you just throw them in the freezer?
from
too?
the
Put 'em in
Indian
freezer?
reservations.
Nice.
Like, so do
Super
you,
illegal, but
do
yeah.
you guys remember those, well, I think so, like, it was a loophole. I
Yeah,
hate,
so
I
if
hate
you
the
don't-
word loophole, but, like, it was
so you
kind
don't
of like
have to pay the tax on it.
right. But then they caught on to it, and they were like, no, you gotta,
Yeah.
you know,
They
whatever.
tried to back charge a bunch of people the
Yeah.
taxes.
So the weird thing is that like we're old enough to remember like before people had mainstream internet
Yeah.
all the time. So like when the internet came out, the reservations were like, we could
Jackpot.
just do this and nobody would know.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and then like the SEC was like, oh, we need to govern the internet, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and so yeah, he used to do like but he would send in all the tops from the Marlboro points too, man. He was like making money off of smoking. Like
awesome.
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
We have like neon signs and stuff from
Yeah, dude,
like
yeah.
all the points. Like he had so many points because he
My
just
dad
like
has a picture
chain
with the
smoked.
Marlboro man.
Yeah, like he was like, I just need more points, man. Or like, you know.
I can quit whenever I want. It's not about that.
Yeah.
I just want the points. It's really an addiction.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hey, Saturday was 4 weeks. I haven't smoked.
Congratulations, man.
That's
Hell
a
yeah.
Big deal.
That is a big deal.
Yeah. Although
We're all tired too, Pat. You can just chill the fuck
Dude,
out.
I feel so bad when like yesterday we're interviewing Jake and Tom and I'm yawning. And it's not like, dude, you're not.
I yawned through the day yesterday.
Dude, yesterday was real bad, dude. I was so fucking tired yesterday.
Brenda called me and woke me up this morning.
Again,
Yeah,
she had to wake you up again.
yeah,
I was surprised when I texted you, you were already up.
yeah. I was already out of the shower by the time you texted me, but
I know I was there.
I yeah, sorry.
I woke up and was like, okay, I'll check what time Tommy was here yesterday because I figured he'll be here at the same time. And it was like, I had like 11 minutes from that moment till the time that he would get to my house.
Mm.
And I went downstairs, jumped in the shower, got out of the shower, and he texted me, I'm here. But I was like, but he was here 3 minutes later yesterday, so I've still got time. And I finished getting ready and ran outside. Walked out casually.
So I'll tell you what, I took my shoes off yesterday when we went and did the duck races because I was wearing like actual sneakers and I was like, I'm not doing that, you know. And so I whipped my shoes off and I pretty much walked through a porta potty to get to the duck race, you know, because the river was not clean that was running through here.
No, it was very dirty.
That's why we call them Nicky shit slippers.
Yeah.
Nicky shit slippers.
So yeah, like you know when you go to the Y and like you don't want to step in the water, like I did.
Yeah.
Like I got hit by a
cut in
wet
the shower
napkin on the
floor.
way
You
out.
were at the campground went barefoot.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. And so I went home last night and I was like, man, I'm so tired. I need a beer and a sleep. And so I went in and had a beer and I almost for 1 second thought about not showering and I was like, dude, there's no way I'm getting in my bed without showering with my feet like this because I know they look like a hobbit underneath there.
That's the real problem isn't
Like-
the amount of time invested in this fair or even how tired I am. The real problem is I now have no clean clothing for this week.
Yeah, yeah,
I have no groceries purchased. Like it's not today that I'm worried about. Tomorrow I'm fucked.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
So definitely gonna be sponsoring the college educations of everyone at the pizza place this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a rough go.
On the upside, Big Mac pizza. Am I right?
Yeah.
If they don't change those pickles, I am not getting it again ever.
Jeez.
Why don't you buy a giant pickle at the fair and slice it onto the pizza yourself?
Dude,
I gotta
that
tell
chick
you,
yesterday was eating that thing for like an hour and 15 minutes.
She wasn't taking bites. She just was like trying to suck it dry. Maybe we're talking about.
Is that not how you eat a pickle?
I'm gonna close this because it keeps.
Yeah. Is this thing on?
Yeah. Oh, don't touch it.
All right.
That's what's recording us. Maybe.
I think it's still recording. We're 30 minutes in. We're good.
I'm sure we should trust you. What could go wrong?
I looked. I didn't touch it either, so we're good.
It's actually pretty nice out right now. This is exciting.
Yeah. There's more people walking around. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get some. It's supposed to be overcast all day, so and rainy.
I'm actually in jeans and a long sleeve t-shirt, and I'm super comfortable right now.
What'd you do for a recap on the first fair episode?
Go read it, bud. So we dropped an episode today. This episode will come out Thursday. Pat and I recorded one yesterday morning. We were slow this morning, so I said, hey, we're super busy. We have time in the morning because they're not super busy in the morning, you know? So I was like, fuck, let's bang on another episode.
Yeah.
But Pat usually does the recaps. Some grammar thing.
Spelling.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Pat?
There is an edit button.
No. Well, yeah, you can edit it on the app. It was midnight, dude. I had to go, bro.
Yeah, we
But
can't even
I
speak,
thought
let
it was-
alone type.
I thought it was a pretty good recap, other than the spelling.
Pretty good.
Why are you upset with that?
I'm not. Did I say I was upset?
You went like you were fucking releasing your air brakes.
I was releasing my air brakes.
There's something that
I think we should
talking
call it
about.
the Fair Series
Okay.
at this point. And like this is Fair Series episode 2 because some people may really like or really dislike the Fair Series episodes, and they would know like, oh, that's one of those. So I'll either.
Well,
listen
if
to
you're a true number niner, you're gonna listen to all of them.
those people, we don't have to worry about.
Right. Yeah, if you don't like fairs.
Well, we're talking about the actual
Fair enough.
recordings from the fairs.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because the other problem I'm gonna have is I didn't release this on YouTube. Now we don't get a lot of views on YouTube unless it's live. People don't go there to watch our
We
videos.
will when we tag these people or let these people know that they're on it.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. But as of right now, so I'm not really sweating putting our actual episodes on YouTube. I might do. Remember before we used to record the audio and then I would just put the album art over it.
Yeah.
And so we might do something like that. But it's only on the podcast platforms right now because I wasn't staying up to edit videos last night. Fuck that. It was hard enough to get them off my phone again.
Yeah.
Facts.
Actually, it went much smoother. I got home around 10:30, and I was upstairs in bed by 11:30, 11:45, the latest. So I got everything off. I got the audio pulled from the video and uploaded.
Full
With-
5.5 hours of sleep, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful that we get out of here at a decent. So the fair closes at 6. I figure it's going to take us an hour and a half or so to break everything down. Because we could probably start a little bit early. I guess it depends on how busy it's going to be today.
Yeah.
But we can start boxing things up and getting it all ready. But then we got to load the trailer and we got to get out of here. So I'm
Right.
hoping to be home by 8:30, the latest tonight. And my plan is to, I'm going to have work I have to do for work to make sure I'm all set for tomorrow. But then my plan is to go right to bed. So I should be asleep again by 11:30. Great.
I am going to sleep. I'm going to try for 12 hours tonight. That sounds phenomenal.
The bladeless razor
Well, it must
down
be.
the way that was talking to us, that's about no teeth in this particular case.
The blade.
The bladeless razor, yeah. She was saying that what, something I said?
So Pat, what we have to do for this,
Continue.
'cause you know how I'm like, oh, that's going to be the name of the episode?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what we said yesterday while we were recording,
Oh, when I was like, that should definitely be.
the name of the episode. So we need to write it down in notes or something because when we're recording and I'm at the house, I have a notepad and I write it down.
I gotcha.
But my phone is recording this, so we need some other
Well,
way
so
to get it.
I'll text you
Bladeless.
Fair Series. Oh, you know what? I'll put it in the recap. Recap.
Okay.
Episode 175.
Taller one,
blah.
right?
You want to run and give him a hat?
No, I was listening. I was just.
Okay. No, I was being serious. You want to run and go give him a hat?
No, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be around all day. I'll be here all day.
He'll be walking him down here all day.
Yeah.
Facts.
Sorry. Continue.
No, I
We're-
just
he-
put it
he's just
in the
gonna-
recap, and that
he's-
solves that.
Yeah, solve that. We're problem solvers here. on
Yeah,
the
we're-
9 with Time podcast.
Tommy's
Always
out
on
there.
brand. Always up.
That is
jerking off
definitely gonna be our next
information
shirt.
and dumping loads of information onto the internet. I like it.
Dumping loads everywhere. Man, I'm so upset I deleted that footage. Or it didn't record.
The footage she's referring to is the two beautiful blondes.
Oh no, one was a redhead.
The two girls
That
who
was
looked
quite
like they had blonde hair
ridiculous.
because I had shades on.
At one point, I looked over here and I was like, "How did they get them in this booth?" And then
There was those 2 dudes that they were with. So, yo,
So the
full
trick was we got the dudes in here.
So this is full disclosure, right? The kid told us.
what's going on, guys?
Luigi told us that he went to a concert with them a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Mario. Yeah, Luigi. There was no Luigi. No, his name is Luigi.
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, you're right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I thought I was crazy for a
I'm
second.
assuming you guys immediately thought Mario Brothers as soon as he
We
said
went
that.
to his buddy and said, "Is your name Mario?" Pat did.
Yeah.
I did it the second interview. So he goes, "Listen, this is completely. You are mean." He
Beautiful
goes,
but mean.
We turned off the mics. He's like, this,
Watch it, dude.
What did you say?
Is it beautiful but mean?
We turned off the mics. He goes, "Listen, this is totally off the record, but see if you can get them to tell you." I went to a concert with them a couple weeks ago, and I ended up making out with both of them at the same time. So we tried to bait
One
them.
on each arm.
One on each arm, making out with them.
Well done.
And they were fun, smoke shows. So we tried to bait them, and the blonde girl pretty much pleaded the fifth and said, "I don't remember anything that happened at that concert."
No, listen.
Oh yeah, that's
The
not what
redhead
happened.
was like, what's your biggest turnoff? She said bad breath. So I'm like, bam. Well, I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Then the blonde, I was like, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened? She's like, actually, we were at this Jason Aldean concert a couple weeks ago, and I puked the entire time. And I was like, whammo, bammo. So I'm like,
That's
so-
why she has a complex now.
Well,
Because she
I'm
was
like-
making out with that chick, and
yeah, I'm
it's
like, oh God, I hope you didn't kiss anybody after that. And she's like, I don't remember. And I turned to the redhead, and I'm like, certainly not you. How bad would that be since you don't like bad breath? Nothing. They gave us nothing.
So we interviewed those kids.
stone cold face,
She
just
was like,
So
why would I kiss her?
we re-interviewed them, the 2 guys, because
Yeah.
we saw them later on, and the girls had left. So they must not have gotten in trouble or picked up that he had told us. 'cause
Right.
He didn't say anything to us about it.
Right.
afterwards. But yeah, they were so hot. My wife's gonna listen to them, so much trouble. Anyway,
good thing we have a master editor.
yeah, I'm
here's
not
the
gonna
thing.
edit that.
They were good-looking women, but that doesn't mean that you're not married. That doesn't mean that you don't love your wife.
That's true.
You can have an opinion.
Yeah, they're so hot. Anyway,
Do you like the colors of the American flag?
love them.
Does that mean you hate your wife?
Maybe.
It does not, but it could. Maybe they'd be unrelated.
Yeah, unrelated.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's been fun. I think I made a comment yesterday. We hadn't sold anything. Yesterday, I sold a shirt to a nice young lady who she was out looking at Nick's clearance rack, and she dropped the shirt on the ground. Now it hadn't started raining yet. It was dry. It was hot as shit.
It was
actually.
hot, yeah.
And she dropped it on the ground, and I said, and I just saw. I was sitting in the back of the tent. I was like, "Hey, you gotta buy that now." And she's like, gave me this face of like, "Oh my god."
She immediately believed him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
immediately. And I'm like, "Listen, this ain't food. There's no 5-second rule. You gotta buy that." And so she turns to me, "Do I really have to buy this?" And I get up, and I'm like, "No, you don't really have to buy that." I was like, "Hey, like podcast?" And so I started talking to her, and I was like, "What you do have to do though is buy a number 9 with Tommy shirt." And she was like, "Okay." And so I talked to her a little bit. I'm like, "Listen, you don't really have to buy my shirt. I don't really care."
If you weren't married, Tom, she would have had done anything you had told her
I
that
know,
day.
it was awesome.
Anything.
Yeah, she was great.
That-
She was also very attractive.
Here's the thing.
T-Dog actually knew her.
I have told Miss Elizabeth about 4 million times that Tom refuses to talk to anybody at this fucking fair, which is true.
Yeah,
How is
Tom's
that true?
not
I've
talking
talked to.
shit.
I've
He's
talked to
actually
plenty
come
of
out of his shell a lot, man.
Which I said would happen. I said I would get him out of his shell.
Yeah.
I was correct.
I'm not really sure what you did there, but anyway,
Are you out of your shell?
I don't know.
Bingo, bango.
I don't want to talk to people I don't want to talk to.
Well,
Go ahead.
beside the point, I've told her this a million times. I'm going to get him talking to people. By the end of fair season, Tom's going to be like slinging ding-a-ling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Miss Elizabeth was here yesterday. Tom watches this girl drop the shirt, takes the opportunity like he's a stone
Just-
cold fucking player, and just boom, he's up on his feet, in her face, talking to her, slinging merchandise. Oh, you don't really have to. You should, though. Sells her a shirt. And while this is going on, Liz turns to me and she's like, I thought Tom didn't talk to anybody. I'm like, motherfucker. The one time Tom has ever spoken to a human being, and it's a pretty girl, and it's in front of Liz. Like, what are the odds of this happening?
Oh my God.
Maybe
Got
because
me.
it was a pretty girl.
Got me good, fucker.
I'll tell you what, man.
Oh,
So
you button hooked me. I didn't know
Yeah.
you were gonna button hook me.
So I had a really, really cool moment on Saturday night. So, you know, Tom's foot's been bothering him. We've been tired. We've been working our butt off for the last month and a half. I mean,
Fact.
really, just like you guys have. I can't thank you guys enough because
You can.
there's
It was
no
with apparel.
way.
Yeah.
There's no
you
way.
Can't thank us enough.
Yeah. There's no way I would have been able to get all this stuff done. There's no way. You guys have been awesome. But we have been absolutely working ourselves to the bone the last couple of months. And Saturday night, it's like 9:30. Now, if you guys don't know, if Tom's not in bed with a blankie
And a row of Oreos.
and a roll of Oreos at 8:15, he is so mad.
This
And
geriatric patient gets real bent out of shape.
oh, well, at like 9:30 at night, it's beautiful out. It's 68 degrees. The tent looks awesome. There's people walking all over the place. They just finished up a podcast recording, and Tom and Pat were standing outside the tent just talking, and I think just, you know, reminiscing about what had just happened in the
sure I
podcast.
was making fun of somebody.
And they
Sure.
were just smiling and laughing hysterically at what each other was saying and just genuinely having a great time at 9:30 at night after we were all just so exhausted. And I looked over at Erica and I was like, do you see that Tom is not only awake but laughing and smiling at 9:30 at night right now? And she's like, I know, this is great. It was actually really good, man. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Yeah,
I can't think. What? Oh. This woman yesterday.
Oh, you
What?
talking about the nipple piercing?
This woman.
Talking
was-
about nipple piercing?
Yes. You know, some people, specifically heavier people,
Yeah,
end up becoming very awkwardly shaped.
for sure, yeah.
Like you are the standard shape for a human being. I am a wider version of that shape.
I would
But
like
there's a
I would like to
tipping
think I
point.
was kind of more of a peak performance.
Okay,
shape of-
okay.
Sure,
You're
whatever you
optimal. You're optimal. But there's like a tipping point where it looks like you were poured into your clothing.
Yes.
This woman was that,
Yeah.
and she had her cell phone in her shirt.
Yeah.
Because sometimes women do that.
Yeah.
But she was so big that her cell phone just looked like a nipple piercing. And I
That's a
saw-
giant nipple.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like this long.
No, but proportionally, it looked normal. So I looked and I was like,
Fortunately.
I looked and it looked normal, and I was like, oh my God, that's her fucking cell phone. And I turned to Thomas, and he was like, oh my God. And then Liz came over. I was like, Liz, look at this. She was like, oh my God. Like, this is not made up. This isn't just me.
So people watching is definitely fun.
Amazing.
it's
Yeah.
kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Especially at fairs because you get a blend of
Oh,
people.
it's-
So, such a good blend.
Yeah.
We
And,
get both ends of this, the pendulum. swing,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
and listen, man, I'm not because people are people watching me as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I'm over here picking my nose or something.
Yeah.
You know,
All
like,
day.
yeah. So but it's fun. It makes it more entertaining. I'm tired, yes, but I do like. I get to hang out. So this is why I started a podcast, Nick.
Yeah.
What's better than just hanging out with your boys?
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't consider this work. I mean, don't get me wrong. The shit we had to do in your basement was fucking work.
It's work.
But this part
Yeah, but at
isn't
least
the,
Nick got to come. Oh, the other thing. Oh, God. Oh, God. It
They were
got
docking.
so weird.
They were docking, guys. But this is really the reason why I did it. This coming here every day while I'm exhausted. I'm not like I don't want to go do that. It's all right. We're gonna start this day. We're gonna go hang out with Pat and Nick at the fair.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not like work.
yeah.
It
We're
is
hanging
work,
out.
but it's not like work.
Yeah.
We're hanging. Like if I could do this every day, what's better than that?
Nicky's quite the showman. He's like
I would-
Barnum and
I
fucking
would love
Bailey
it.
up there. He's, slinging T-shirts.
Awesome.
And, yeah, the best. if you come up to Nick's tent, he's like, hey, have you heard of us before? And you're like, yes. He's like, awesome. And if you're like, no, he's like, awesome. The answer does not change.
He traps them every time. The
Then he
answer
gives
is
you a
awesome.
discount code for the internet to go place an order at his website, and then he sells you all kinds of merchandise right here live in the tent.
Listen, we're at the world famous Goshen Fair.
It's true.
World famous.
So,
Because if you're out of Northwest Corner, you've never heard of it, but
Right.
unless you're from the area and you move somewhere else.
It's a very
Right.
small world.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's not true. So, I've been asking everybody kind of where they're from and if they're local or not. And we've heard Tennessee, we've heard Pennsylvania, we've
Oh,
heard New
Did
Hampshire.
that kid buy something from you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you buy a number 9 shirt?
Doesn't
I
like
went
it.
to school with that kid too.
Doesn't like it.
It's okay, I don't like him.
So hope he doesn't listen to the podcast.
Sure he does. If he did, he would have bought a shirt. He's over there scanning my QR code right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've heard all kinds of states. They've been all over the place, and they're like, yeah, we come every year. I'm like, from
Easy money, man.
Tennessee? You come here from Tennessee
For this fair?
every year. Apparently, this is a big fair, man. This is a big fair.
World
Yeah.
famous.
Wait until you see Durham, bro.
I am gonna shit myself, guys. So
We basically have a 0% chance of creating enough merchandise to provide at Durham. That's
Don't
where we're
say
at.
that. Don't say
We're-
that.
No, it's okay because we're
I'm
gonna
gonna.
do the best we can.
we are gonna do the best we can. We have another equally the same size as this fair next weekend.
Oh, is that one this size?
Which
Yes.
we definitely have. I think, yeah, you sold out some hoodies and some different shirts.
I'm
but-
definitely gonna be making shirts this week.
Yeah, but I
but
think what you have is you have enough to at least go there.
You know,
It's
we
not-
sold out of no tread hats.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen.
Naturally,
Dude, we brought 100.
they're
Yeah,
quite
we
nice.
knew that was gonna happen, bro.
So, and you sell them for $20, $25 a piece?
25.
Hey, remember that guy who said you should sell them for 30?
Yeah, but we might not have sold out then.
Yeah, but you would have made the same amount of money and still had product.
Yeah.
Supply and demand, baby. That's Eco 101.
I don't need it.
Econ
I just
101.
want you to love my shit
I agree.
and be
Okay,
able to
well-
afford it.
Next fair, you
I think they
raise
can
your price
afford
if
it.
you want to, or you
That's all I
cannot.
want.
Listen, I'm all about it, bro. But what I'm saying is, you're also a business, Nick. You
So-
gotta be profitable.
I'll tell you what. This is probably the coolest thing that happened to me this entire weekend.
This podcast, thanks, man.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Other
Kind
than
words.
other than this podcast, this little kid walked up to the booth yesterday, and it was so freaking cool.
Oh, I saw this.
I mean, it was awesome. So, raise your kids right, man. This dude seriously raised his kid right. It was amazing. So this kid walked up to the booth with his dad and his grandfather, right? And he was probably 8 years old,
Yeah, it
Oh,
wasn't
I know.
old.
right? Very young. He walked up to the booth, and his dad was looking at stuff, and I gave him the whole spiel. I was like, "Hey, you ever heard of us before?" And he was
Awesome.
like, "No," and I was like, "Awesome." And good morning, guys. How are you? So so I gave him the whole spiel, and his dad bought a T-shirt and gave me $25 cash. Boom, see you later. His kid was like really looking at the hats, and he was like, "Oh, you want a hat, bud? You know, whatever." And like obviously they don't fit him. He's got like a little miniature head, and it's like
Yeah.
an adult size hat, you know. But like he wanted the hat. He wanted a no tread hat, right? Which 8 years old, absolutely already on the right track, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, man, this kid needs a hat, you know. This kid pulls his wallet out. He's got this little Paw Patrol blue wallet, right? And he's like, no bullshit, he's like 8 years old, and he starts counting money out of his wallet, dollar bills.
Yeah.
He has $10, and he's like, I only have $10. And so his dad was like, how much is it? And I was like, $25. And he was like, then he pulls out his wallet, he counts his, I only have $10. And his dad goes, well, it's okay, I'll buy it. And he's like, but I only have $10. And his grandfather goes, no, buddy, it's okay. We'll buy you the hat. You know, you just have to pick out the one you want, and we will buy it for you. And he
Right.
was like, he did not understand. He literally looked at his dad, and he was like, but I only have $10. And I was like, dude, this kid he understands
Right.
the value of money, and he understands that he doesn't want to rely on someone else to pay for him.
Right.
He worked for that money, I guarantee you.
Right.
Yeah.
He has chores or something. He worked for that money
Right.
and already knew the value of that money. I was like, dude, if you
He
want...
went from Republican to liberal in
So-
an instant when his dad gave him that money.
So check this out, though. This is where it really, like, it melted me, dude. Like, I, like, I almost started to choke up. It was so fucking cool. I looked at the kid and I was like, hey, if you want to pay for that hat, I will sell it to you for $10. If you want your grandfather to pay for the hat, it won't cost you anything, but he's going to pay full price. He gave me the $10.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He wouldn't let
Yeah.
his grandfather pay for the hat.
Yeah, that kid was. I mean, I doubt he was.
Dude.
I bet he was younger than that.
Yeah, he was.
That was
he
the
definitely
coolest
young.
thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my entire life,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was awesome.
The family came over here. Actually, they had orchestrated that plan. They were playing Nick.
Yeah.
Listen,
Told you
whatever
we
you
could get a
say,
hat for $10.
Yeah.
whatever you say, you only have $10.
But I mean, at 8 years old, you have the opposite. You know, you have the option not to pay for it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And he was like, "Nah, man, I'll go broke. I want the hat."
Yeah,
Like,
the kid's
dude,
more,
that's
more
so
of a man
cool.
than some of the other people at the
Legitimate.
fair who drove here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah,
That
It's,
was cool.
Let's end on that so Nick can get back to work. Who is doing a sensational job.
Yes,
Thanks so much
guys
for
get
being here,
nachos.
guys. Yeah.
A week from
You want
now.
nachos, dude?
Got
Look
it.
at that cheese over there.
Ooh.
I love cheese.
That is drizzly cheese,
I don't
man.
get.
I'm not gonna
yesterday
lie,
wanted-
dude. I had a pretzel from there yesterday. It was just extremely soft and amazing.
Ooh, I do love a hot
See,
pretzel.
man, this fucking dude talked us up. That kid that we had on the show, the
Yeah.
one that's in love with you.
We
and
talked
you
us
guys
out of the pretzels. The nachos are only $6, which you're gonna pay at a movie theater more,
Oh yeah.
and they're the exact same thing.
And he's like, "Don't get them there. Go down to another window and get real nachos." I'm like,
Yeah, for $13.
Yeah.
for $13, and they put lettuce in. Sorry, all I want is the fucking cheese.
I don't want green shit on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. If I wanted rabbit food, I go to the tent.
Yeah. If I wanted a salad,
Yeah.
They do have a Chipotle chant.
I saw that. You guys. I literally
Yeah,
thought
that
you were
shit
eating
was good.
Chipotle.
Yeah,
it was
so-
good.
I wouldn't have eaten it because there was beans in it. I'm out.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just ask for it to not have beans.
Oh, you want to get that for lunch today?
No. I can't remember what I want. Oh,
Ice cream.
Hots, brats, and tots.
Okay.
Plus maybe another lobster roll.
Mm.
Listen, lobster roll was good. It's $25. So I don't know. Like I feel
fucking
it was good, but listen,
Actually, the
I
fried
definitely
shrimp was good too.
I'm gonna
I
eat.
gotta get some of this from the guys next to us today because they came over and bought some shit on
Oh,
Saturday.
curly fries with cheese.
Oh, I'm down with that. 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the things I said I wanted.
Yeah.
You're gonna shit cheese sauce when this fair is over.
That sounds amazing.
You wanna know what's crazy? We had nachos from the pulled pork truck.
Yeah.
That was the only time I had anything with nacho cheese in it.
Oh my god.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
gonna shit cheese.
So
when
I
this
really
fair's
haven't eaten a lot. I had half the lobster roll yesterday, one shrimp, a fried dough, and we got some. Oh, the onion straws. That's all I ate yesterday. Which, for being at a fair, that's like
Yeah.
I feel like we
It's like-
also had.
it's like 4 hours.
Did we have a hot dog yesterday?
No, that was the day before. You
They're
did.
all blending
you,
together.
You had a hamburger in the thing, in the rice bowl thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the day before, I only had the hot dog and pulled pork and that cornbread with the pulled pork. So fucking good, mac and cheese on it.
That looked good. That looked
Right.
really good.
I don't like cornbread. That was amazing.
Yeah.
It really was. So so today I'm doing all the sweets. I'm doing apple crisp,
Yep.
which we found out they have apple crisp with ice cream. Which
Yes.
which is good.
Tomorrow his gout is gonna
Somebody
be out of control.
Somebody tried to tell us that there was no ice cream in the apple crisp, and everybody was like, "What?"
I believe that was Tom.
Yeah, I was there with them.
Yeah, it was me. Good thing we walked by that tent. Today.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting an ice cream sundae.
Yeah, for sure.
That's aside from the
You can
apple
make your
crisp.
own ice cream sundae over there. You know that?
What?
Oh,
Like a bar?
Yeah.
oh, so exciting.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of
That's
those
why
rib-
it's the world's best.
Yeah,
because
right.
You're making it yourself.
Yeah,
gonna
and
go-
it's world famous because it's at this fair.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
I'm gonna get a ribeye steak sandwich.
I'm with you.
Ribeye steak.
What we
sandwich.
should do is we should just go halfsies on everything. Because
Yeah.
we don't need everything. We just want to try everything.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna get the curly fries with the cheese.
Oh my God. Brenda has dropped more food next to Tom. She could have put that anywhere. She could have put it in the middle of us. She put it directly next to you only.
She fucking did it on purpose. She purposely did it on the podcast. I guarantee it.
She was
Oh
like,
my
"Tom hasn't
God.
eaten in 11 minutes. He should probably get some sustenance."
Can we get some ice cream for Tom to drop these Cheez-Its into?
Yeah, we're not talking about fucking cheeses, Brenda. We're talking about real food out there. The good food.
We really thank you for bringing snacks.
You're hangry.
Brenda has been a
I'm-
freaking
I ate
saint
the
this
sandwich.
weekend.
Tom, you're not
Today's
the
the
same
first-
when you're hungry. Happy
Today's the-
Tuesday.
guys.
Today's the first day I had breakfast. And I was in the best mood I've been in all week.
Getting
Hey.
hangry.
How you doing,
Yeah.
man? You like podcasts? Good talk.
I think you told you to go fuck yourself. That was
Pretty much.
Also, walking around outside in a mask. So.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I don't.
Don't want to catch that dust flu.
I don't think that's our audience. All right. Well, you guys gonna get us out of here?
So Nick, at the end of the, you know how the show ends every time.
This was Nick's idea to do this, so I don't.
Oh
think
yeah, we're gonna do your thing. We did your thing all day yesterday. We look at the cameras
what's
together.
the
Tom
thing
counts
here?
us down. Different thing.
We're
Sorry.
not doing the docking.
Sorry.
Yet.
Tom's gonna get.
By the way, hold on. While you're live on the show, I want to explain to you.
Yeah.
We're at 3/4 of people rather get pegged. Just so you know.
Then docked.
Man.
But I guess that just means that 75% of us have a little gay in us.
Well, you would if you've been pegged, so
Yeah,
you would
that's what I'm
have
saying.
all the gay in you.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask your mom this question. What she would,
Brenda, quick
what
question.
she would think about a guy in this situation.
Brenda,
Okay.
do you want to be on the podcast? We have a question. Don't worry. It's
We have a
nothing
very
special.
inappropriate question.
No, it's
Very.
totally appropriate. So, Brenda, are you familiar with the term docking?
No.
My pleasure.
She says,
If
"Bet
you explain this
Hold
to
on.
my mom, I will fucking kill you.
Right.
All right,
I
well, I-
understand for computers.
I can't ask her a
I
question if
understand.
she doesn't understand.
Okay, perfect. Think about computers. You
No, I'm
dock
kidding. Go
something
ahead.
into a port,
Mm-hmm.
right? So imagine,
Imagine you have 2 ports.
Okay.
and there's
That's
an extra.
docking.
Okay.
And then there's the extra skin would be used to make the connection.
Okay.
Okay.
Slides over the top, puts the two together.
Yeah, Brenda.
It's like
are
a
you
Chinese finger trap in a circle.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Are you
circle,
familiar
then
with
end it.
pegging?
No.
Okay.
Jesus. She says, bet the people. She
Brenda,
doesn't know.
imagine that you have a device that you could wear to be more masculine.
Okay.
In the
okay,
bedroom.
In the bedroom. And that device, you then were behind your intimate partner and
Who's the man?
taking control of the situation.
Okay.
That's pegging.
All right.
So now we know what docking and pegging are. Brenda, as a male, which is more gay? Docking with another guy or being pegged by your significant other?
Which is more male?
No, no.
It's
Quite
two
the
males.
opposite. They're in all scenarios. It's basically males.
Okay.
Other
So
than-
these are what you would call would you rather. So I'll ask Pat the question, and then I want your answer to see what you think is more. We'll just say
which
weird.
one's worse?
Yeah, which one's worse? So Pat, would you rather get pegged by your girlfriend or dock with another guy?
Which one's worse?
I might have to get back to you on that one.
They're both pretty bad.
Exactly. I'm getting a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens every time.
Yeah.
And then Pat and Nick disappear.
Would you?
I-
It all worked out. Would you rather's are difficult because you have to pick an answer. We get
Yeah,
that.
there's
Yeah.
no getting back to you. You have to pick.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not a dude, so.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
so
What
if
would
you
make
heard
you
someone
think-
answer, which one would you be like, ooh?
Okay.
Yeah, like
I
so-
don't think I'm not ooh yet.
So your new boyfriend says, I did one of these 2 things. Which one would be worse for you to deal with?
Pegging.
Really?
Thank you,
You'd be
Brenda.
okay if he touched.
Man!
You would be okay if he touched dicks with another dude and then came to
Climax.
climax with another dude.
Anything?
You asked the question. If you don't like the answer,
I
Don't ask the
can't
question.
fathom
It
that.
was your
Like, my
idea to
brain-
ask, Brenda.
It
You
was.
valued her feedback. She's given it to you. and
Well,
now
she
you're
knows.
upset.
She keeps calling me fat and giving me
Have
snacks.
Brenda, we thank you.
I can't believe it. So she's okay with dating a homosexual. Okay.
I mean, huh? Also,
Fred's clear. That's
Hey,
not gonna happen.
hey, Fred. Bad news, man. She's not gonna peg you inside.
Fred, good news. If you're looking to join the dock side,
the dark side.
There's a shirt.
Oh my god.
come to the dock side.
Oh my god. So, funny enough, a buddy of mine has a boat called Nitrous Dockside,
Nice.
and I'm definitely gonna let him know about how gay that is.
Yeah. You do it just faster.
Dude, that's a fast boat. We were on it a couple weeks ago, and it's ridiculous.
Does he-
Let's get out of here. I gotta go to work.
Okay.
See, Nick, this is what happens with the podcast. You can just sit and talk forever.
I
especially
know.
when you have
I
guests on.
actually really love this. This is awesome. I can't believe we didn't do this before. Actually, I can because we've been busy. But
Well, I kept telling you to be on the show, and you kept saying, "No, I'm too busy.
I
No,
was-
no, just come in
I
your
just have-
spare
I have
time and
no-
be and work for my company."
I have no internet service in my basement. Literally,
Facts.
if I had internet service, I would just come on the podcast. Oh, I wouldn't come on the podcast, but I would be on your podcast just while I was working, as a third screen, if that would work. But I don't have
I
enough
tried to
service
play a
for some
YouTube
reason.
video in his basement and couldn't pull it off.
It
I was
literally
like, what
just
the fuck?
keeps scrolling.
Yeah, we gotta fix that at Trust. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right, go out here, guys.
So Tom's gonna do a 3 count. When he puts up the third finger, that's where we're going. Look in the camera. Here we go. You're looking at me.
Yeah,
He did it
where
now.
we go, number 9ers, I say good day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you gotta look at the camera. When you
Oh, yeah, cool.
I'm gonna give you a.
Yeah. All right. Are you going to start with 1 or 3?
How's it going so far today?
Number 9ers, I say good day.
Fucking nailed it. That was the best one.
Thanks, guys.
They chat about anything.
Awesome.